Good day, what's up? This is your boy ITYC here for another episode of Live from the Merch Shop. And today I have with me the man Rucas H.E. I go on, bro.
I jiggy as usual, my boy. You don't know we're going here.
So you finally made it on the set of Live from the Merch Shop.
Why, yeah, it's been some time coming, my boy. It's been some time, you know. Wanted to be here for a long time, but because of work and other obstacles in the way, a lot of humps, you know, a lot of humps and bumps in the way. So, but I'm here today.
Nice. H.E. What does that stand for?
Why everybody keep asking what does H.E. stands for? H.E. stands for high energy. You know, some people say His Excellency, you know, but it's high energy, and H.E. basically represents my energy because I have high energy. You understand? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that. I feel you. Nice. So how you getting here, Rucas?
I wonder if I should give you the long story or the short story. Okay, I'm gonna give you the short story. The short story is two names combined to make this thing happen. That's the short story of it. I don't want to give you the long story, so don't ask for the long story.
So what's the two names?
Boy, you really put me on the spot, boy. Come here, can't go out the merch shop. But okay. They say it's always good to be honest. You know, so the two names is Rootlin and my name, which is Kasim. You know, growing up, I basically wanted an entertainment name, you know, and honestly speaking, Rootlin was like one of the first persons I decided, well, boy, I think I should take this serious, you know, and didn't really work out, but the name did. You know, that didn't work out. At one point I wanted to change it, you know, but people were like, boy, this thing don't stick on you, me, boy, you know, like I don't know, customer calling you that name, you know, so I just took it out, you know. It was, yeah.
Nice.
You're gonna get the long answer.
No, it's not for me. It's for the fans. You know, the different people watching from around the world. They gotta know where Rucas come from. So, you're currently playing a band. That being the Grandmasters band. How long have you been in the band?
Well, this year is actually gonna make 8 years. I made 8 years in Grandmasters in August. Yeah, August made me 8 years. I started in 2007.
And you're now like the lead vocal of the band. Would you say that?
Well, I wouldn't say I am the lead vocals in the band, but I am one of the lead vocalists in the band. I wouldn't say I am the main lead vocalist. I am one of the lead vocalists in the band. Because, you know, right now, things have changed a lot, Things have changed a lot. I don't know if you realize the dynamics of the bands now, where you find they don't have 3 singers anymore. They have 2 singers. And now you have these 2 singers now also being soca artists as well. You know, so things have changed a lot. So you don't have a lead singer and a backup singer anymore. You have 2 lead singers.
But at one time, Smiley said he wanted Smiley being the next backup, the next vocalist in GM, Grandmasters. He said he wanted to step back and let you young guys come forward. So I guess that's it right there. You come forward.
Well, you see, now you're saying something that I haven't heard before. You know, this is my first time hearing this. Yeah. You know, so it seems as if you have more information than I have. You know, but you know, if that be the case, then honestly speaking, I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready for the challenge. Like, if it's today, it could happen today. If it was yesterday, it would have already been going on. I'm just saying.
Maybe he did not tell you. He just act and it happened. Yeah. So, you were the guy who sang Whale?
No, I wasn't the one that sang the song Whale.
Yeah, that big singer with the GM.
Well, personally, I've had lots of hits with Grandmaster's band. Let me see. Balance, which was actually my first song with Grandmaster's band. And everybody would know that one because that one, as simple as it sounds, almost got the Road March title my first year in Grandmaster's band. First time writing a song. I had no idea that I had the capability of writing a song. They told me, why this thing is just like poetry, just put some words together, make sure you rhyme here and there, like that was like the first look on writing a song. Just put some words together, poetry, make sure it makes sense, make sure the story, link to one another, make sure you stay on the topic and what's not. And I went about it, and me being somebody who knows English very well, just put things together. And it came out very well, me boy. Like, honestly, for those who don't know, Balance, people who might not been a GM fan then and are a GM fan now, Balance goes something like, balance your body, girl. Balance, yeah. That was my first song in Grandmaster's band, and that taped the place, me boy.
Nice. So, you're also a radio host. Which radio are you now operating on? Which radio station?
I wonder if I could say, well, let me say for the last 2 weekends so far, I've been on ZIZ Radio. That's between 1 and 4 every Saturday, right? So lately, that's where I've been. I've been on ZIZ on Saturdays only.
Nice. How did you get into radio, by the way?
Oh, how did I get into radio? Well, honestly, I used to go to Sugar City Rock. Well, it's now known as Sugar City FM, but back then it was Sugar City Rock. And I used to go there with one of my friends called Norris. I used to go there and visit him, and so he used to do a show on Saturdays. We used to call it the graveyard shift, So I used to go there and hang with him and what's not. Then the owner of the radio station got a custom of me coming to the radio station, and I started going there during the day while EK was on the air, and also MK started to get acquainted with the staff and what's not, and one time the man was like, "Bye, man, come start little thing on the radio, I mean, as funny as it sound, you see how we're talking a lot here, You say, well, have to bang me mouth. Trust me, my boy. The first time I went on radio, the mic open and nothing come out, my boy. Like, seriously. Yeah. Like, nothing at all. Yeah. Nothing at all came out of my mouth, my boy. Like, I was like, I don't even know what to say, but I started to stutter and all. You understand? Like, the one time something come out, it took at least 5 minutes to come out, my boy. Like, seriously, I was stuttering. But over a period of time, I basically got the confidence in myself to speak on radio and develop my own personality on radio. And I know you didn't ask the question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. How I got my personality was listening to different radio personalities and mix them together along with my personal high energy. Hence, what I said earlier, H.E, high energy. I mixed it with that, and that is how I came with my radio personality. I love to entertain. I love to make people feel good. I love to know that when I'm on radio, people are home and they're just, laughing, or they're being entertained in some other way or some form, Like, honestly, I would make jokes about myself just to make somebody smile. Like, I feel like those muscles should be working 24/7, and that's just me,
Nice. I must say, when you used to be at Freedom FM, that's the shift from 9 to 12 in the night. Around Sugar Mass time, we had a year when I entered. One night I was cleaning and I turned on my radio and it was on, and I was feeling down, but your energy on the radio, that got me bubbling. No, I just bouncing and cleaning my room. Just cleaning. So I must commend you on that. Yeah, it's a great energy And radio, yeah, is a talent that in everyone have. Yeah, it's only a special kind. So big up on the radio. You have gone into being a soca artist. You put it out there, Rucas H.E, soca artist. You recently released how much is it? Two? You know, tell me all the singles that released for the year and those for Sugar Mass.
All right. Well, let me backtrack a bit. I launched myself as an artist in 2014. That's when I finally decided to say, well, hey, Rucas H.E is going to be an artist outside of Grandmaster's Band. And that year I released one song, which was Flick It, Just Flick It. That was my first single outside of the band. And this year, I released two tracks. I released a track in June, which was Whining Instructions. And then I released a track the 1st of September, which was Carnival Day. And if you realize what happened there, you would realize that in June, I was the first to drop a track that's labeled Sugar Mass 44 in June. So when everybody is coming down and saying, oh, the music early, don't forget Rucas H.E came out since June. I decided that Sugar Mass need to start earlier. Not November and December or even October. We need to start before those months. So I came out in June. Now everybody thought it was a song for Culturama due to the fact that Culturama was just around the corner. But if you check the labeling of the song, it actually said Sugar Mass 44. It just happened to be out in time for Culturama. And yes, I did enter into the Soca Monarch for Culturama. And that was an experience to me. I don't know how much people know. But since I launched myself as an artist, that was actually my first competition as an artist. I entered into I don't think it used to be called the Soca Monarch then. It used to be called Party Monarch. I entered into the Party Monarch before, while in Grandmaster's Band, but outside of that, as an artist, as a single artist, solo artist, Nevis Culturama was actually my first competition. That was the first time I decided to build a team for myself to enter into competition. So I think I should share that information with the viewing audience.
Nice. And the two singles you put out was Whining Instruction and Carnival Day. What was the inspiration behind those two singles?
Well, Whining Instructions, how should I put this one? Well, Whining Instructions was a song that I basically had since about, well, I had it even before I brought out Just Flick It, which was my first single that I released. Whining Instructions was actually my first song that I wrote when I decided to launch myself as a solo artist, a soca solo artist, right? But I decided to hold it back because everybody keeps saying, boy, the song, it's too early for the song, this song is before its time, so give it a break. So I wrote Just Flick It and decided, well, you know what? Let me release Just Flick It and let me go with what people are saying. Let me hold it back a bit and see if I could drop it some other time. And it came in 2015, a whole year after my boy. Like seriously, a whole year after the song came. Now the inspiration behind Just Flick It, I wanted it to be a little bit different. And in wanting it to be different, I started to listen to different music outside of St. Kitts. And one of the main islands I paid attention to was St. Croix, St. Thomas, and that would explain the style of Just Flick It. It was basically influenced by music out of St. Croix and St. Thomas, and I just thought that I would put a little twist to it, and have my own style or my own flow on that style of music. So that was one of the instructions. Now, Carnival Day, the idea behind Carnival Day basically came from Jazzy Shiverton. Right? Jazzy Shiverton called me and he was like, "Boy, I have a song here, and I think that you have the energy for it, you have the vibes for it, so I'm gonna send it to you and tell me what you think." So when he sent it to me, I was like, okay, I love the beat, love the flow of it, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna change it up a bit. So I changed the topic because originally it wasn't saying Carnival Day, it was supposed to be Carnival Joy. So I decided, boy, let me change it a bit and see what happens, So I changed the lyrics, I wrote over the first verse, and add some stuff in the second verse, just so that it has that Rucas feeling, that Rucas H.E feeling. And Jazz was like, bye, I love it, so when you're ready, me bye. And like, he sent me that on the Monday, and me by Tuesday, I was in the studio recording. Like, seriously, I wrote it over on the Monday. As soon as he sent me, started working on it. Tuesday, I was in the studio. Wednesday, I release it. So, you hear that? Monday, got the song. Rewrote it. Enter the studio on Tuesday and release it on Wednesday.
You're walking like the big guys.
Why it's not that, it's just that when you know what you want, you just go for it, and if I feel like it's a rap, then I think I'm supposed to be able to bring it, I'm not one of those people who say, boy, I don't wait like 5 years before I drop this thing because I feel like I can put it in some more. But sometimes you put in things and you spoil it, so if your first gut feeling tell you, boy, this song is it, I think you should just go with it. And that's just me.
Love that. So, you being an artist, you don't see no problem with getting recommendations for music or track reference from other producers. I know some guys that feel like, okay, I gotta do everything. You being the artist, how you feel about that?
Well, let me put it this way, and I guess you're talking about soca artists, since you're talking to a soca artist, right? And I'll simply say, if we as soca artists are gonna idolize a Marshall, or we're gonna idolize a show in Winchester, or we're gonna idolize Kess, then what makes us different to them to decide that we want to do everything ourselves when they don't? If you're gonna idolize somebody, then I feel like not take a direct pattern, but the way how they get themselves prepared or how they get their material, it's not all them. They have a team. So if a guy decides that he wants to give you some lyrics or he wants to give you a melody for a song, then I see no problem with it, because the biggest and the baddest, they get help. So I see no issue with it. You can't idolize somebody and decide, well, I want to be successful like them. Because for them to be successful, they need a team. So that's just how I see it. I see no problem with it.
Nice. What's next for Rucas?
What's next for Rucas? Well, currently I'm working on my first music video. And that's near completion. And I'm looking to release the video sometime soon. I'll say in the next week and a half, maybe the next 2 weeks, to release my first video. And I also have a couple shows that I'm gonna be performing on for Sugar Mass 44. So things looking up for me right now as an artist. And I'm currently working on some more tracks as well, because come 2016, I think this is where I am going to make a statement where I am not just a sugar mass artist. You know? Not just a sugar mass artist. Sugar mass is once a year. I don't feel comfortable within myself, and I don't think that anybody should feel comfortable within themselves just making music once a year. If you want to be an artist, I feel like you should make music all year round, and then you be strategic in how you're going to release your tracks. You know, you should decide, well, boy, I think I should drop a track. No. Now, some people might say, boy, you shouldn't bring out tracks too often. You shouldn't bring them too close to one another because this might do this and that might damage this one and whatever. But how I see it, right? I mean, let's be honest. How many songs do we listen to now that was released years ago and we're still listening to them? Why? Because they're good. So my thing is, if you have a good song, ain't nothing or nobody could stop somebody from listening to a song that sounds good to them. How much times you yourself listen to tracks that has been released for like years, like maybe 1940 something, you know, back in the 40s, and you're still listening to them because these songs are classed as hits. You don't know when you are going to get the hit. You don't know when you're going to get the breakthrough. So why should you feel like, well, I can just release a song in December? What if you don't get your hit until like 5 Decembers from now? That's 5 years from now. How could you wait 5 years when you could release 5 tracks in 1 year and make it in 1 year instead of 5? I'm just saying.
Nice. I like the approach. Did you make it into the Soca Monarch semi-finals?
Yes, I'm one of the semi-finalists for Soca Monarch this year.
How is the preparation being coming?
Well, personally, the preparations are coming good. You know, I've been meeting with my team and what's not. You know, going over the performances and what's not. You know, trying to make sure that everything is in order, but still don't want to step forward too hard because there's still some issues that needs sorting out. And you know, I know that we still should be prepared, but I'm not 100% in it. I would say like I'm 85 there. When things or these issues are resolved, then I think I'm going to be 100% in.
What's your view on the whole Soca Monarch issue? With the artists taking a stand against more so the carnival chairman and the committee with the whole issue. What's your view on that?
Well, I think that the artists just reached to a point where they had enough. Like a lot of questions were being asked without answers, you know, and I think that they needed their answers from the questions that they were asking. And we as artists, I have to say we, I can't say them, I have to say we, because I'm involved as well. We thought that the way to get the answers is to put them in the public, which we did. You know, and I don't have to go over the whole saga because that was something big, you know, and first time in history, artists actually came together. Well, St. Kitts Nevis artists actually came together and took a stance against what we felt was, you know, injustice to the soca artists, you know, and again, we had like 1,000 questions with not even a half an answer. You know, and we really needed answers, and we got what we wanted, not entirely, but we got somewhere. At least we showed that if going forward we don't get what we think is best for everybody and for the carnival, then we know where to find stations and we know how to take a stand. So
Revolution shall be televised. Definitely. Nice. So, Do you have any book gigs for the season? Or as Rucas H.E?
Yes, currently I'm booked for the breakfast show. Well, the breakfast fete actually, which is going to be 17 degrees. That's going to be the night after Juve. So after you done jump up and rave up and what's not, come early morning for the breakfast fete at 17 degrees. And also I am going to be performing for certain private parties, because right now I'm up for anything, eh? Like seriously, boy. Like if you go in a backyard party, I come perform, me boy. Like seriously, if you just going down there, go sell to barbecue and you want me sing, so you could, so you can make a sale, a deal, me boy. Like honestly, like that's me right now. Like any door open, I feel like I go into me boy, except the back door,
I feel you. So, what's Rucas' message to the kids?
Well, my message to the kids is that if you're looking at me or any other artist and asking yourself, by how these guys do it, or how could I become, a soca, or how could I become a soca artist? All I would say to you is just do what you see fit. I can't tell you to become another Rucas H.E because Rucas H.E is Rucas H.E. Or what I could say to you is that if you feel like you want to be a soca artist, then the door is open. You could ask questions. I don't think that any soca artist would turn you down and say, well, boy, I can't help you. Because I feel like right now we are open to helping anybody right now. Even our own, even people who already have experience, we are willing to lend a helping hand. So to the kids out there, if you want to be an artist, just ask a question and we'll assist.
Before we continue, I must ask if you have more time, because I know you say you was in a rush. I have some other question I want to ask, but I'm going to squeeze this one real quick. You've been in the GM Grandmasters band. How do you feel about bands here in the Federation, St. Kitts and Nevis? And what you think can be done to improve?
Well, quite honestly, I feel like right now, the dynamics of the bands need to change. The vision of the bands needs to change. And I feel like if it don't happen, then we will see soca artists, solo soca artists taking over the scene. Like honestly, like the way things are going right now, I think that the times are actually going ahead of the bands. I think like right now the bands are 2 steps behind. And I think that things need to change. Now, it's going to be difficult, especially for people who think band and who don't think entertainment or who don't think futuristically. It's going to be difficult for them, right? But what I said to them is that if you look on the outside and you ask yourself, well, boy, how come I don't be in Amsterdam? How come I don't be in Leeds and all these places, Why can't I go to Europe and all these big countries to perform? If you ask yourself that and you look at the entertainment on the outside, I think that is where your answer lies. Like, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I think that is where the answer lies. If you look at what they are doing versus what you are doing or we are doing as bands in St. Kitts, then I think it would make them open their eyes and realize that we need a change. There's nothing wrong with a band saying, well, Grandmasters band featuring Rucas H.E, or Grandmasters band featuring Smiley, or the other way around, Smiley featuring Grandmasters or Rucas H.E featuring Grandmasters. Because at the end of the day, if you start to push an artist and that is your backing band, a promoter, to me personally, would quicker hire you. A promoter would see a band and say, why, that's 7 man I got to buy a ticket for him. I still got to put them up, I still got to feed them. I mean, pay them yet. Then that bill might run up to about, and I'm just calling a figure here. It might run up to more than like 10 grand. Everything included. 10 grand. And that's just a rough figure. 10 grand. Right? Now look at it. When you can add, let's say, $5,000 more to that for an artist or for another entertainer that might bring, let's say, 5,000 people to your venue. And I'm being frank and I'm being honest, you know? Why would you want to bring somebody that you got to pay 7 tickets, buy 7 tickets for, put them up, feed them, give them $10,000 when you can add 5,000 more and get 15,000 people at your venue that are going to make money for you to pay the entertainer and for you to have money in your pocket. If you understand what I'm trying to say. You know? It's just difficult. It's really difficult. So I think that we need a change. Like honestly, we do need a change. Not saying that I'm going to leave the band, but I am going to be the lead in making the change and hope that good things follow.
So you're gonna encourage the GM band manager Rucas H.E to follow in the change?
Well, I think that we have one of the smartest managers in the world, and I think that he sees the change, and I think that he's on board with the change. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too early, but come 2016, look for something different.
Why you go stamp now? big up Rucas H.E that time.
Look for something different come 2016 from Grandmaster's Band.
Nice. So before we roll out, I want you to give the people a little acapella. You know, whining instruction be my favorite. You know, why you give them a little acapella the one? As you said, that was the one with the pep. So I want to take the mic, look in the camera, and give them a little piece. So they hear what Rucas sound like.
All right. We're seeing that people always mostly go for the chorus of any song because the chorus is where the sweetness be. I'm going to hit you with the chorus. You understand? So just go ahead. Just do it. Oh, okay. Cool. Bedroom, she no want that. Care back, been there, done that. New style of the girl, them comfort anytime you want. So you know, so you compass, girl. Wind up, wind down, position and wind like compass. 640, girl, get naughty. Hands on your knee, then you flick with your hip and walk up, my girl. Block out, my girl. Sit down, my girl. I'm at the shape of your face, so your body, girl. Walk up, my girl. Block out, my girl, and sit down, my girl. I'm at the shape of your face, so your body, girl. Merch shop, big up, boom.
Yo, that is the livest acapella we see in the shop. So like, the guys are in the back and all about to do it. Nice. So any final words?
Yeah, well, of course, just want to pick up the merch shop one time. Just want to invite everybody into the merch shop to support the thing, You got Team Bagnall shirts on display. You got the hub. You understand? You got the straight out of OR. You understand? You got the blunts, you got the BBM. I mean, everything is in the merch shop. You also got the CDs on display. You got the stickle drum rhythm. And I mean, that rhythm, they're mad. Big thing right now. Rucas H.E in on it. But don't study that. More reading gonna come because sticker got more things in the archive. So I know something else coming. I may gonna miss it. Watch it, right? As I tell Bagnall, the next reading that come out, I got 10 tune on it, me man. I got 10 tune on it.
Competition.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a song, and I don't promise me by Bagnall. I'm gonna do a song. Rucas H.E sang them with army work here in it. You check. I mean, by Bagnall gonna do a song with more slang in it. You understand? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. We got it, me man. We got it. So look out for 10 tune for Rucas H.E and the next rhythm that come out because I want by the time they say the rhythm close up, it's me one.
I heard you were supposed to be at the sticker job with it, but you didn't make it.
Yeah, but again, I have myself to blame really for that, what's the word? Procrastination. Sit down on it too long. But again, the sticker with him, the mad, make sure you come in the shop, collect your sticker drum CDs, Well, I kind of looking right now and I want to say like what, 5 of them. I see 5 more left. I don't know when this video gonna show, but hopefully by then they have more on the shelf. You know, it's $30, so check it out. Again, check out the merch shop. It's big, large. They got the man ITYC and everybody in the merch shop.
Yeah, big up management to the merch shop, not just me alone, the whole entourage. Before we roll out, I want to do the new slang.
The new slang.
How you say it go?
Ooh.
Hold on. They say, ooh. Oh, Lord. But anyway, this is why I want to thank you, by the way, for coming through after so long. And live from the merch shop. Been a wonderful interview. This is boy A2S signing out. One love, peace.
Ooh.